Electrical utility construction system is vital in order for all other building utilities to function properly. Therefore, in this video you will learn general terminologies, kinds of emergency loads, types of electrical circuit, components of an electrical system, power sources in a building. Kinds of panel board, overcurrent protective device, basic types of circuit breaker, kinds of branch circuits, component of a branch circuit, kinds of conduit, types of electrical wire. Kinds of wire gauge, kinds of receptacle, types of lighting control, kinds of switch, types of lighting usage, kinds of lighting output, kinds of lighting fixture, types of lamps. An electrical installation guide. Electrical utility construction system. General terminologies. Electricity, an energy that consists of the movement of electrons between 2 points, needed to produce light, mechanical energy, and for electronic devices to function. Conductor, a metallic material that allows electric current such as copper, silver, gold, aluminum, iron, and mercury. Wire, a single insulated electrical conductor, that can be solid or stranded. Cable, consisting of 2 or more insulated wires inside a jacket. Wire gauge, the size of a wire or cable. Insulator, a non-metallic material that doesn't allow electric current such as plastic, rubber, cotton, and wood, that encapsulates a wire or cable. Non-emergency loads, electrical loads which are used on a daily basis for the convenience of a building occupant. Emergency loads, electrical loads which needs a constant power supply, for the safety of building occupants. Electric current, the flow of electricity in a conductor. Electric circuit, a path wherein electric current flows in a conductor, starting from the negative charge of the power source, going to the electrical load, and back to the positive charge of the power source. Kinds of emergency loads. 1. Fire safety systems, which includes electric motor pump for fire sprinklers, fire alarms, exit signages, smoke vacuum, and smoke evacuation fans on a fire exit stairwell. 2. Elevators, to avoid a person from being trapped inside from sudden power interruption. 3. Hospital intensive care unit and emergency department, in which certain equipment needs electricity to function. Types of electrical circuit. 1. Close, a circuit in which a current flow to the intended electrical load. 2. Open, a circuit in which a current doesn't flow to the intended electrical load, caused by a broken path. 3. Short, a circuit in which a current flow along unintended electrical path, that bypass an intended electrical load. 4. Series, a circuit having multiple electrical loads, that travels on a single path in which the current flow. 5. Parallel, a circuit having multiple electrical loads, that travels on several paths in which the current flow. Components of an electrical system. 1. Service entrance conductor, a set of wires that convey electricity from a power distribution line to a building. 2. Service cap, is an overhead service entrance for a service entrance conductor, connected to a conduit. 3. Conduits, a duct that channels and protects electrical wires. 4. Meter socket, a socket for the electric meter, wherein the service entrance conductor is attached. 5. Electric meter, a device used to measure the electricity consumption of a certain building. 6. Feeder, wires that are connected from the meter socket, going to a main switch or any distribution point, such as bus gutter or a panel board. 7. Main switch, a primary protective switch that connects the main feeder to a bus gutter or a panel board. 8. Auto transfer switch, a switch that automatically uses solar power or standby electric generators, in case of a power interruption, to supply electricity on both emergency loads and some non-emergency loads. 9. Ground clamp, connects the galvanized iron pipe containing a ground wire, to the ground rod. 10. Ground rod, a metal ranging from 2.4 meters to 3 meters that is buried to the ground, wherein the ground wire is connected. 11. Bus gutter, receives a single feeder, and goes out with several sub-feeders, to distribute power supply on several panel boards. 12. Panel board, an enclosure receiving a feeder, that contains several overcurrent protective devices, and divides an electrical power feed into branch circuits. 13. Overcurrent protective device, protects a branch circuit from an overload current or a short circuit current. 14. Branch circuit, the circuit conductors between the final overcurrent protective device and the outlets. Power sources in a building. 1. Power distribution lines, carries electricity from an electric substation to a service entrance conductor of a building. Used as the main power source for all non-emergency loads and emergency loads. 2. Standby electric generator, a local device that converts mechanical energy to electricity, used as a standby power source for emergency loads. And some non-emergency loads in case of power interruption. 3. Solar power generator, a local device that converts sunlight into an electricity, by using solar panels, inverter, and a solar battery. Used as a standby or alternative power source for both emergency loads, and some non-emergency loads. Kinds of panel board. 1. Lighting and power panel, a panel board that consists of several kinds of branch circuits. 2. Lighting panel, a panel board dedicated to lighting circuits. 3. Power panel, a panel board dedicated to an appliance and individual circuits. Overcurrent protective device. 1. Electric fuse, a single small glass tube with a metal strip of wire, that melts when too much current flows, that can protect a single electric line. 2. Circuit breaker, a branch circuit switch, that automatically switches off when too much current flows, that can protect up to 3 electric lines simultaneously. Basic types of circuit breaker. 1. Single pole, a circuit breaker that protects a single electric line, rated 15 to 70 amperes, used to supply 120 volts for general lighting outlets, fixed fans, and air compressors. 2. Double pole, a circuit breaker that protects 2 electric lines, rated 20 to 200 amperes, used to supply 240 volts for large appliances like ranges. Kinds of branch circuits. 1. Lighting, an electrical circuit that provides a parallel connection of lighting outlets, and switches. 2. Appliance, an electrical circuit that provides a parallel connection of receptacle outlets. 3. General purpose, an electrical circuit that provides a lighting outlet, a switch outlet, and a receptacle outlet. 4. Individual, an electrical circuit that provides a single receptacle outlet for a single machine or device such as refrigerator, air conditioner, electric stove, water heater, water pump, and a pressure tank. Component of a branch circuit. 1. Conduits. 2. Wire. 3. Junction box, an electrical attachment in a circuit, that houses an additional wiring connection. 4. Pull box, an electrical attachment in a circuit, that serves as an access for wires to provide straight pull, angle pull, and U-pull. 5. Utility box, a small box recessed in a wall, that receives a wire opening in a circuit, that contains and allows a connection to a receptacle or a switch. 6. Lighting outlet, a small vessel recessed in a ceiling, that receives a wire opening in a circuit, that allows a connection to a lighting receptacle. 7. Receptacle, a socket installed in an outlet, for the connection of a single attachment plug or a light bulb. 8. Switch, a device that makes an open circuit, or closed circuit. 9. Faceplate, a covering for switch and receptacle outlets. 10. Electrical fixtures, an interchangeable device installed on an electrical system, to provide power supply, and hold lamps on a building. 11. lamp, an electrical device that produces light. Kinds of conduit. 1. Rigid nonmetallic conduit, a semi-bendable, unthreaded, PVC pipe. Used in corrosive environments. 2. Rigid metal conduit, unbendable, threaded, steel or aluminum pipe. Used for outdoor service entrance assemblies. 3. Intermediate metal conduit, unbendable, threaded, steel or aluminum pipe. Has a thinner cross-section, and much lighter than a rigid metal conduit, used in outdoors. 4. Electrical metallic tubing, a semi-bendable, unthreaded coated steel or aluminum pipe. Has a thinner cross-section and much lighter than an intermediate metal conduit. Used for exposed indoor wirings in commercial and industrial facilities. 5. Flexible nonmetallic conduit, a bendable, unthreaded PVC conduit. Used in walls, floor, and in permanent or dropped ceilings. Also known as electrical nonmetallic tubing. 6. Flexible metal conduit, a bendable, threaded metal conduit. Used in dry indoor locations. 7. Liquid-tight flexible metal conduit, a bendable metal conduit, which has an outer nonmetallic covering. Used in outdoor lighting and communication cable. 8. Raceway, unbendable, unthreaded, PVC duct. Used in surface-mounted. 9. Bus duct, unbendable, unthreaded, aluminum duct. Used for groups of insulated buses, in commercial and industrial setting. Types of electrical wire. 1. Nonmetallic cable, consists of 3 to 4 insulated stranded or solid copper wires, and a single bare copper ground wire, placed inside a cable jacket, best used for interior dry locations. 2. Underground feeder cable, consists of 2 to 3 insulated stranded or solid copper wires, and a single bare copper ground wire, placed inside a cable jacket. Best used for wet locations and direct burial in the ground, such as a connection for outdoor lamppost. 3. THN or THWN wire, consist of a single insulated stranded or solid copper wire, best used inside a conduit. It is a thermoplastic, heat-resistant or highly heat-resistant, rated for wet locations, and nylon-coated for added protection. 4. Low-voltage wire, a cable that ranges from gauge 22 to gauge 12. Best used circuits requiring 50 volts or less such as 4 doorbell wires, speaker system wires, and thermostat wires. 5. Phone and data wire, a low-voltage cable consisting of 4 to 8 insulated wires. Used for telephone and internet connection. 6. Coaxial cable, a single insulated solid copper wire, surrounded by a tubular conducting shield braided wire, inside a cable jacket. Used for television data transmission. Kinds of wire gauge. 1. Gauge 14, having a 2.0 mm square size, used for a lighting outlet having 15 ampere circuit. 2. Gauge 12, having a 3.5 mm square size, used for an appliance outlet having 20 ampere circuit. 3. Gauge 10, having a 5.5 mm square size, used for an individual outlet having 30 ampere circuit. 4. Gauge 8, having an 8.0 mm square size, used as a feeder or an individual outlet having 40 ampere circuit. 5. Gauge 6, having a 14 mm square size, used as a feeder or an individual outlet having 55 ampere circuit. 6. Gauge 4, having a 22 mm square size, used as a feeder or an individual outlet having 70 ampere circuit. Kinds of receptacle. 1. Parallel outlet, has 2 vertical parallel pin holes. 2. Parallel outlet with grounding, has 2 vertical parallel pin holes, and a single cylindrical hole underneath. 3. Two-way outlet, has 2 vertical parallel pin holes coexisting with 2 parallel cylindrical holes. 4. Two-way outlet with grounding, has two vertical parallel pinholes coexisting with two parallel cylindrical holes, and a single cylindrical hole underneath. Types of lighting control. 1. Basic lighting control. It uses manual switch that fully turns on or fully turns off a light. 2. Preset lighting control. It uses manual slider, dimmer, or a touchpad that controls the intensity of a light. 3. Integrated lighting control. It uses a remote control or a cell phone to fully turn on, turn off, or change the intensity of a specific light. 4. Motion sensor. It uses an automatic switch that fully turns on or fully turns off a light when a movement is being detected. 5. Network lighting control. Can be a standalone system or part of building automation system. It uses a computer or a handheld device that contain the lighting system software to fully turn on, turn off, or change the intensity of all lights connected to the system. Kinds of switch. 1. One gang, single pole, single throw, a single switch for a single lighting circuit. 2. Two gang, single pole, single throw, two switches for two separate lighting circuits. 3. Three gang, single pole, single throw, three switches for three separate lighting circuits. 4. One gang three-way, two separate single switches from two different locations, controls a single lighting circuit. Best used in stairwell lights. 5. One gang four-way, three or more separate single switches from different locations, controls a single lighting circuit. Best used on long hallway or corridor lighting. Types of lighting usage. 1. General. Provides a uniform level of illumination all over a certain room. 2. Task. Provides an increased light on a specific small area in a room, such as table lamps and underhanging cabinet lights in the kitchen. 3. Accent. Provides an enhanced light on a certain object or architectural design, to highlight its beauty. 4. Ambient. Provides a uniform level of soft illumination in certain areas of a room. 5. Decorative. Provides a small amount of light coming from its lighting fixture, wherein the light itself becomes the focus of attraction, not the object or spaces that is illuminated. Kinds of lighting distribution. 1. Direct. 90 to 100% of its luminous output is directed downward. 2. Semi-direct. 60 to 90% of its luminous output is directed downward. 3. General diffuse. 40 to 60% luminous output is directed both downward and upward. 4. Direct-indirect. A general diffuse with little or no luminous output on or near its horizontal angles. 5. Semi-indirect. 60 to 90% of its luminous output is directed upward. 6. Indirect. 90 to 100% of its luminous output is directed upward. Kinds of lighting fixture. 1. Recessed. The lighting fixture is partly engraved and placed inside the ceiling. 2. Flush. The lighting fixture is mounted on a ceiling soffit. 3. Pendant. The lighting fixture is solely suspended from the ceiling. 4. Chandeliers. The lighting fixture is composed of numerous lamp that is suspended from the ceiling. 5. Spotlight. The lighting fixture is adjustable and can be mounted on floor, wall, and ceiling. 6. Track. The lighting fixture is adjustable and attached to a horizontal metal trail that is fixed mounted on the ceiling. 7. Wall scones. The lighting fixture is attached on a wall. 8. Bollard. The lighting fixture is a small fixed post, attached on an outdoor ground. Types of lamps. 1. Incandescent. A bulb containing a wire filament that glows when heated. 2. Fluorescent. A white glass tube, contains an electrified gas that excites mercury vapor to cause the phosphor coating inside the lamp to glow. 3. Compact fluorescent lamp. A kind of fluorescent lamp, designed to replace halogen and incandescent lamps. 4. Halogen. an incandescent lamp, consisting of a tungsten filament sealed in a compact transparent envelope that is filled with a mixture or inert gas, and small amount of halogen. 5. LED, contains light-emitting diodes to produce light, more energy efficient than incandescent and fluorescent lamp. 6. Neon, a gas discharge lamp that contains a mixture of neon, low-pressure gases, and 2 electrodes. Electrical installation guide. 1. Standby electric generator should be provided on commercial and industrial establishments. 2. Conduit pipes should protect all electrical conductors. 3. Service entrance conductor should have a minimum wire gauge number 8. 4. Electrical conductors for electrical circuitry shall be types RHW, T, THW, TW, THWN, and XHHW. 5. Panel board should be mounted near on places where heavy-duty loads are expected, such as the kitchen. 6. Panel boards shall be provided with main overcurrent protective device. 7. Main overcurrent protective device and main feeder shall be rated 100 amperes, if the total computed load exceeds 10,000 watts. 8. Overcurrent protective device shall be installed individually, before any branch circuit. 9. Branch circuit should not be more than 35 meters long, to avoid voltage drop. 10. Branch circuit that is 36 to 50 meters long should use number 10 AWG wire. 11. Branch circuit that is more than 50 meters long should use number 8 AWG wire. 12. Lighting outlets for households shall have a maximum rating of 100 watts individually. 13. Lighting outlets and receptacle outlet should have a separate circuit. 14. Lighting outlets and receptacle outlets should at least have 2 different circuits respectively. 15. Receptacle outlets shall have a maximum rating of 180 watts individually. 16. Receptacle outlets in a circuit shall be limited to a. 6 outlets for 15 ampere circuit, b. 8 outlets for 20 ampere circuit. 17. Receptacle outlets shall be limited to loads of 80% of their ampere ratings, such as a. 12 amperes for a 15 amperes receptacle, b. 16 amperes for a 20 amperes receptacle, c. 24 amperes for a 30 amperes receptacle. For mechanical utility construction system. Watch the next video on College of Architecture channel.